what is he going to look like coming back from basically 2 years out of the game.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of football, and no one really knows what exactly to expect.
Good protection, aired out. Cooper! Diving catch inside the 15.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Fifth Quarter Podcast. And it feels good to be back in the win column again. And we did it in amazing fashion. We'll break that down later on in the episode. But jumping right into it, we got the question of the week. Sean asked on Twitter, did Joe Woods finally figure out the defense with his recent changes? And let me see. 35% of the voters said yes, 100% Woods is him. 65% of the people said no, it's still fired Joe Woods. I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here and just say, neither. Because, it's a step in the right direction. But, it's too small of a sample size. This is the first game, the entire season, in my opinion, that the defense has played, very well. You know what I mean? Granted, I still think Joe Woods is on the hot seat because I don't know. Maybe he's not on the hot seat, but I wouldn't say he's completely out of the clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit in between, pretty much.
Yeah, this question was definitely more of a troll kind of question. I just wanted to see how people would respond. Obviously not. He hasn't fixed everything after one good game of 4 quarters of good football. So yeah, I agree. He helped his cause. I don't think he's completely out of the water yet. We definitely got to see it again, especially against a good team.
Yep.
So if he does it 2 times in a row with the same kind of things he did last game, then I feel like it's easy to say, okay, he's clearly figuring it out. At this point, it's hard to really say, fire the guy still if he had 2 good games in a row against good offensive teams.
Yeah,
that's definitely a good notch in his belt.
Yeah, like I said, I still think it helps him for sure, like you said, but he's not in the clear by any means, in my opinion. So moving right along, as you know, if you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, then you live under a rock. The Browns beat the shit out of the Bengals on Monday Night Football. Beat the living shit out of them, right? Loved it. Sean and I went to the game with our 2 buddies. We had a suite, good tickets, great game, great weather. Let's just talk about great weather. You know what I mean? Halloween night, good ass game. But yeah, Browns defense showed up huge. I think the way that both sides of the ball played this game, I think they played it very well. Deion Jones got his first sack as a Browns. Myles Garrett had a sack and a half. Taki had a sack that was the fumble, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, his sack was the fumble. And then Isaiah Thomas had a nice sack too. Overall, the defense just played very good. What's his name? Martin Emerson had 9 total tackles, 2 big pass deflections. He was up for Rookie of the Week. So he played a very good game. I liked what I saw out of him. Our secondary just overall, I think, played very well. Granted, the Bengals didn't have Jamar Chase, but I think the defense played well. The offense, on the other hand, I don't want to say that this is what I expected because I don't want to say it's not, but overall, I think the offensive scheme that the Browns played, the game plan that they had for this game was flawless, in my opinion, minus the interception that Amari Cooper threw. Granted, you can asterisk that one because he's not a quarterback and, it is what it is. I think the game plan was perfect. How do you feel? I don't think there were any
I definitely
flaws.
feel like the offense was moving, and it was not just the run. I know they ran a lot, and Nick Chubb ran all over them, but it was a healthy dose of both. And
oh yeah,
there were a lot of plays where, I know they did a couple play actions after the run was established where guys were wide open. So whatever routes they were running, whatever plays Stefanski, everything on offense was clicking. Everything.
Yeah.
There weren't, I mean, I know he got sacked once or twice.
Twice.
That's going to happen through the course of the NFL game, I think. But the offensive line was perfect. Run game was perfect. It wasn't just Amari Cooper. DPJ stepped up big. David Bell had a few catches. So it was a really a full offensive effort from everybody. Everybody did their jobs, and that's what happens. When you play a complete game on one side of the ball, you're going to put up points like that.
Yeah, the fumble that Brissett had, which they changed it, was that what we thought was an interception. They ruled out a fumble. It was just a questionable decision on Jacoby Brissett's part. But I mean, I shouldn't say it was flawless because he did have the fumble. But then again, I'm not considering a fumble being into like the game plan. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Jacoby Brissett, 17 of 22. Love the passing attempts. Love that. 278 yards. He was throwing some fucking bombs, bro. I mean, he had that 53-yard pass to Amari Cooper. Donovan Peoples-Jones had a 37-yard pass. Like you said, there were multiple plays, I think 3 or 4, if I'm counting correctly, where receivers were just like wide open. And, he put the ball on the target. The pass that Amari Cooper had, the 53-yard catch, I think that was in the third or fourth quarter, where he was like, there was 2 defenders on him. It was just a good throw. So yeah, I can't complain about Jacoby Brissett. His stats, one passing touchdown. I'm very happy with what I see. Nick Chubb, on the other hand, is an absolute monster. 23 rushes, 101 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. A fat hurdle, and by fat I mean nice. What is this? He's gotten 100 yards rushing every game except for the Patriots game, correct?
I believe so, yes.
I think it's, what was this, game 8? I think they said 7 out of 8 games he's rushed for 100 yards. So I like I said, I really can't complain. We held Joe Burrow. He was 25 of 35, 232 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, garbage time touchdowns though. He had an interception, and then we also, Taki had the fumble. Joe Mixon had 8 rushes for 27 yards. Run defense was on point. So, I like that. I'm very happy. It was a great game to go to. And it's like, maybe the Browns will show up only in primetime. Both sides of the ball. Who knows? Anything else you want to add?
I think we covered it all for that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's real short and simple. I mean, it wasn't a back and forth game. The Browns got out front, and then they stayed out front. I mean, they scored first, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they had the first 11 points. It was going into the fourth quarter. It was what, 25-0? Yeah, it was 25-0 in the third quarter, and then they had 13 garbage time points. So we completely shut them out, in my opinion. There's really not, like I said, like you said, there's really not much to cover. So moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about the bye week. Browns on a bye week sucks, but whatever. I hate when the Browns are on a bye week. It just like ruins my week. Not even ruins my week. It just makes me not want to look forward to football. Like last Sunday, last Sunday I didn't even really I watched football. I watched like a little bit of the Steelers-Eagles game, but then I just didn't care because the Browns, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. I'm not interested in watching any games this week, although I know I will. That's just how I feel now. But anyway, Browns bye week. Main things they have to focus on: get Denzel Ward healthy. We're going to need him for the next 2 teams that we play. In Miami and Buffalo, or is it Buffalo and Miami? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we play Miami. Yeah, because we leave for Mexico.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we need Denzel Ward back. Need him to come back, be on his A game, because they are a pass-heavy offense, and we're gonna need everything on the defense to be just I can't think of the word. Nice and tight.
Cohesive.
Cohesive. Yeah, you have that wrote down. So yeah, the defense has to continue to build the defensive cohesion. Because I think this last game was a very good like stepping stone, maybe a good motivator to maybe get their, I don't want to say minds, but just get the defense as a whole moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and honestly, we didn't touch on it, but the changes that Joe Woods actually made were making Taki the Mike linebacker, which was Phillips and Phillips and Walker. Jesus Christ. So the kind of the leader of the linebacker core, and then John Johnson getting the green dot, which I'm pretty sure is like the key communicator. I don't know what they play caller, whatever signal caller, whatever you want to call it. They put that back on him, which he hadn't had, to my knowledge, so far this season. So a lot of people were saying that those are two big things that were definitely noticed, because Taki had some very good plays, and the defensive communication just all around seemed better. There really weren't any major chunk plays. I know they had that one at the end, but it was push off anyway. But everyone seemed to be playing on the same.
It was a push off.
Yeah, like we haven't seen the defense gel like that so far this season, and
Right.
Everyone just seemed on the same page. Even like you said, the second unit guys, Thomas, those guys coming in making play. You know what I mean? So everyone just seemed to be playing with a chip on their shoulder, playing together, playing for one another, that sort of thing. They were just on the same page, and it definitely showed.
I agree. It definitely showed. Okay. What is going on my computer here? Anyway, moving on. Not moving on, but another thing that the Browns need to work on is, okay, so they're keeping Kareem Hunt, right? Work on getting him involved more. It's hard, though. I mean, I think it's really hard. Like, the guy, when we were at the game, there was a guy next to us who was probably drunk out of his mind. And he just kept saying, run it with Hunt. And it's like,
What was he dressed up as?
Macho.
Was he Batman? Macho Man.
But like, it's hard to do that when you have like Nick Chubb.
So many weapons. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the passing game is like working. It's really hard to do that. So
Right. Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
but I think now that he's here for the rest of the season, you have to be all in on him. You
Use
know what
him.
I mean? We used him good in the first 2 weeks of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I almost wonder, like, if they weren't sure if they were going to be able to trade him, so they kind of dialed him back to kind of lessen the chances of him getting injured or whatever. So now that he's obviously here for the rest of the season, you might as well use him while you got him.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like we will definitely see more of him. But realistically, this is the week to, okay, guys, it's a bye week. We got a whole week to try some things out, put them here, put them there, see what works. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they will have something additional for Hunt for the rest of the season. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take away from Chubb and what he's doing, because he's absolutely on a roll. But Stefanski's a smart guy, so I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Not according to a lot of people on Twitter, but
according to a lot of people on Twitter, we should have never traded Baker Mayfield. So
yeah. So moving on, fourth quarter segment. Not make it quick, but it'll just be a quick discussion. The Browns didn't make any moves at the trade deadline. There were a couple big moves. Some players going to big teams. I know Miami really went in. They're preparing for a Super Bowl. Couple other moves, tight end Hawkinson or whatever. But Browns didn't make any moves. Is that good or bad? In my opinion, I don't see it as bad. I don't see it as good. I don't think making no moves is necessarily good, but I don't see it as bad. I just see it as, okay, Andrew Berry and the coaching staff are confident in what we have, and maybe there wasn't a player that we were interested on the market, I don't know. I don't look at it as bad. I think it's just null and void. Browns didn't make any moves. Okay, move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly kind of think it's a good thing. Reason being, the season obviously hasn't started the way that they or we expected them to. A lot of major issues that people fire this guy, trade this guy, trade for this guy. That everyone's kind of going into a panic mode.
Yeah.
With Monday night and then them not doing anything at the deadline, you're absolutely right as far as Andrew Berry and Stefanski trusting the guys, having confidence in those guys. Maybe a lot of the mistakes we've seen are the players, it's the scheme. We don't know. So maybe they're saying, hey, Joe, you're going to keep your guys. We're not going to trade for anybody. We're not going to, get your guys in order. Let's see what we can do. And obviously they made that decision after Monday night, and they very easily could have traded for any linebacker, lineman. In the NFL, really everybody is available. It's just the asking price. So if they really wanted to go get a star defensive tackle or, a superstar linebacker, they could have. They probably could have. So yeah, he trusts his guys. He trusts who's there. They obviously showed some improvement this week going into the bye week. That's always a good sign. Will it bite him in the ass come the end of the season? Who knows? But right now, at this moment, he obviously has confidence in his team.
And I have confidence in him. So,
yeah.
With that being said, like I said, I don't have anything else to add. I just think it's short and sweet. You know what I mean? They didn't make any moves. Null and void to me. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to the quick picks, locks, and upsets. So before we jump right into the fifth quarter, the quick picks, locks, and upsets, I just want to say, is this current? Did I win last week?
No.
Was it a tie?
No.
How was it not a tie?
I'm pretty sure I won.
No, it was literally a tie.
I'm literally looking it up right now. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. Dumbass. So yeah, it was a tie. I thought I won, but either way. So yeah, do you have your locks and upsets? Because I don't have mine.
Not. Come on, Google. I'm sorry, Microsoft Edge to be correct.
Okay, so I have my that's a dangerous upset, which I'm not gonna do that. All right, I have my lock. My lock is going to be the Chargers over the Falcons. Chargers are favored to win by 3. Falcons aren't playing bad football. I'm pretty sure they're in first place in their division. So yeah, my upset, however, is going to be the Los Angeles Rams over Tampa Bay. I think that's going to be the one.
I get a solid upset. Okay. Bear with me here.
Listen, hold on real quick. Say it. When you're ready to say it, let me know. We'll say it on 3 because I think I know what you're going to pick.
Okay.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Lions over Packers.
Let's go. I knew it.
Let's go.
Listen, I was looking at that and I said, "Oh, that's a dangerous upset," but it could happen. It
really could.
I would not fault you for picking that. Like, the Packers suck, dude. Like, I don't know what it is, but they just are not good.
I don't get it either. They should be the best team in the division by a wide margin, and they're not.
Yeah. So that's your upset or no?
So that's my upset.
I like it.
My lock, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins over the Bears.
Yeah,
spread's only 4.5, and I cannot see why. But Miami is rolling, and they're definitely gonna win this game.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, starting out, first game of the week is actually going on as we speak. It's Philly versus Houston. Houston is up 7-0. That's just, yeah. But the Eagles are in the red zone, so. But I'm taking Philadelphia. Philly's favored to win by 14. It's only the first quarter.
They're gonna blow them out.
Yeah.
I'm
I would have picked Philly before the game. Like, Houston sucks. So, then we have, this was my lock, the Chargers versus the Falcons in Atlanta. And I was taking the Chargers.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Chargers even without Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Get the whiteout out. I don't think Austin Eckler's playing either.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. So Cordell might be back. I'm gonna take Atlanta.
No, he's not going to be back.
He's not?
No, I don't think he'll be back this game.
I don't know. You get your 3 best offensive weapons out. Whew, tough to win a game like that.
Still taking the Chargers. They're favored to win by 3. So you're taking Falcons?
Yep.
So then we have got Miami versus Chicago. This is your lock. I'm taking Miami as well. No brainer, no questions asked. Then we have the Panthers versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored to win by 7. PJ Walker, I'm pretty sure he played well last week. Did they beat the Buccaneers last week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, they lost to the Falcons by 3. They went overtime.
Oh.
But they competed. It was 2 weeks ago they beat the Buccaneers. I don't know. I'm going to roll with Cincy on this one. The Panthers are just too unpredictable. Not too unpredictable, just like, I don't know. I can't see the Panthers beating the Bengals.
I don't know, man. Bengals got exposed last week.
Yeah. Is Jamar Chase coming back this week?
I don't know. I haven't read. I thought it was a multi-week thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cincinnati. I would absolutely love to confidently take the Panthers, but like you said, they just don't have a lot.
For the Browns' sake, I hope the Panthers win, but I just
it's a lot to
it's a lot to wish on. You got to wish that PJ Walker lights it up.
And Foreman runs all over him. And
yeah, it's just there's too many uncertainties for me. So, the next game we have, this was your upset, Detroit versus the Packers. And I like that upset, but I'm going to pick the Packers to win this one.
Wow, fake.
I don't know. I mean, mostly because I have Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy team, so. But, nevertheless. Then we have the Colts versus the Patriots. This game I just really don't care about. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Patriots.
Yeah, the Colts suck. I'm going to take the Patriots.
Pretty sure the Patriots were on a bye. No, they were not on a bye last week. Who did they play? Oh,
they lost.
Jets. They beat the Jets.
They lost, right? Oh, they beat them.
They beat the Jets. So, yeah, I'm taking the Pats. Then we have the Bills versus the Jets. And the Bills are favored by 11.5. And the Bills are my pick 100%. But I think 11.5 is a bit much. The Jets aren't a terrible team. And
what was the score of their game last week against the Patriots?
16-17.
Oh. Yeah, but the Bills literally should be double-digit favorites over basically everybody but 2 teams.
Yeah, you're right. Just because they're that good. I don't know. It could be an interesting game. It's a division rival game. I think it'll be a good game. Like I said, I'm taking the Bills though.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills.
I think the Bills are the best team in the NFL. And I know people are gonna say Philly 7-0.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is just I don't know. That Bills team is nice.
Could you imagine a Buffalo-Philadelphia Super Bowl?
I wouldn't mind it.
That tailgate / whatever, they would burn that city to the ground before the game even started.
I would not mind a Bills fucking Eagles Super Bowl, which I think that's what we're going to see this year. I really
Nah.
do. Browns and Eagles.
You got it. As soon as that boy comes back, it's OVA.
All right, moving on. We got the Vikings versus the Washington Commanders. I'm going to take the Vikings.
Yeah. Heineke's been playing good, but I'm going to take the Vikings.
He's just always been like
He's
hit
just
or
mad.
miss.
Yeah, he ain't going to do nothing spectacular, but
he had
probably
that one,
won't lose you the game.
He had that playoff game against the Buccaneers, I think last year or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
And he just like lit it up. They lost, but he played very well. And then that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing else. So yeah, I'm picking the Vikings too. Then we have the Raiders versus the Jags. I think the Jags have lost like 3 straight.
Yeah, the Raiders got shut out last week.
Ooh, the Jags have lost 5 straight. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Yeah, on paper they should win this game, but I don't know what's going on in Las Vegas. They should be way better than they are.
Right.
But for the sake of this game, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Then we have Seattle versus Arizona. Now hear me out here. Arizona's favored to win by 2. This could very well be an upset.
Yeah.
This could very well be an upset. This is tough because I want to pick Seattle. I really do. I don't know. Who are you picking?
I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, they knocked off the Giants last week. Yeah. I'm taking Seattle too. Kyler Murray just hasn't been anything crazy this year.
No.
I'm taking Seattle. Then we have, this was my upset, the Rams versus Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. It could go either way. Both these teams have been struggling though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams.
And then we have the Sunday night game, which is Tennessee versus Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City's favored to win by 12.5. My God. Which rightfully so. I'm taking the Chiefs.
They're gonna win by 21. Taking the Chiefs.
Is Tannehill playing or no?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. No questions asked.
No, none at all.
And then we have the Monday night game, which is Baltimore versus the Saints in New Orleans. Would love for the Saints to win this game. But I think this goes to Baltimore. I really do.
Andrew's questionable. Bateman's out. Gus Edwards is questionable. And Alvin Kamara finally showed up last week. So I'm going to take the Saints.
I like it. I hope you're right because this will help the Browns major. Right. If both Baltimore and Cincinnati can lose,
we're right back in it.
Yeah. So that's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up. We're sitting here in a short episode. 30 around 30 minutes. So, but Browns bye week isn't much to talk about. You know what I mean? It's going to be a quiet week for the Browns. So, do you have anything else you want to add?
No. I hate bye weeks, though.
I do, too. And I hate coming off a bye week and having to play Miami because it just stresses me out even more.
They got 2 weeks to prepare. They got 2 weeks to become the fastest defense on the planet to keep up with Waddle and Hill.
Good luck. That's all I got to say. But next week I'm coming out and I'm picking the Browns every day of the week. That's what I said Sunday. You already know. So, with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. As you know, we drop episodes every week. This one's going to drop on Friday. Normally we like to shoot for Thursday. But nevertheless, we drop episodes every week.
Some unforeseen circumstances.
Some illnesses in my life. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you guys on the other side.